What's going on? It's Bud Kelly. Who you with? And I am not here to waste your time. So today we got to talk about Russ, man. Russ, he's very smart. Independent artists need to listen to him. He talks about having your own studio, your own space of recording, so you got to spend all this money at the studio. Take a listen. Here's Russ.
Say you're paying $100 an hour, right?
All right.
After 30 hours, which is not that much studio time, you've already spent money that could have got you the same studio setup that I had at my boy's house that I did my whole career on.
How much did it cost?
Probably $2,500, $3,000. And just to like be fully transparent, that was the Baby Bottle Blue mic, which was like $500, $600. Apogee Duet audio interface was like $500. Excuse me, because that's, what is that? Fucking $1,100. And then a MacBook, so $1,500, whatever the fuck that is. So you're looking at roughly $2,500 to $3,500, give or take. And I mean, I did Losing Control on that. That's 5 times platinum. I did What They Want, triple platinum. I did This You Crazy.
Hey, that's crazy. I used to have a studio in my apartment, right? It was really nice too. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to encourage artists all the time, like, record at home and just send me the vocals. It'll cost you a lot less money. Like, what he's saying is so real. Like, by the time, like he said, by the time you spend 30 hours in the studio paying for studio time, you might as well have your own studio. And you can get a studio these days even cheaper than that. You probably get one for shit under $600-$700. You can get a $200 laptop bullshit. Get Audacity, which is free. Get your microphone from the pawn shop, and you in business. And just record in a room full of furniture to like absorb the sound, and you good. You know what I'm saying? You can send it to somebody to mix, or you can buy one of these mixing presets out here, which is so crazy. Like, it's actually simpler now to like make music. You don't have to do all this extra. You don't got to go to the big studio. You can wait till you have money and you want to push that work off to somebody else. What they say, you want to delegate the work to somebody else. But what Russ is saying, like, it makes sense. Like, have your own studio.
Platinum. I mean, I sold 16 million, certified singles. Yeah.
Hold up.
Certified singles, remember. Not that third party bullshit. Certified. RIAA certified.
You did. Hold up. You sold 16 million,
16 million
singles.
Yeah.
Off of recording on a $2,500 setup recording.
In an unfinished basement where you got to wait for the pipes to stop running to record in between.
And remember, right? Here's Russ's studio right here.
Show me something that you spent way too much money on, but don't regret it at
that
all
looks so
because
confident.
it's freaking sick. I'll go first. The lights, ceiling lights in my studio.
That looks so
Look at
beautiful.
that.
That looks so beautiful. And then here's Russ talking more about what he's saying in this video. Just take a listen.
Important message to the creators out there, especially, the artists and producers. I know obviously it's going to take saving up and things like that, but when you can, get a home setup. It doesn't need to be anything crazy expensive. You just need to be able to get your ideas out without a barrier in the way,
And what he mean by barrier is you gotta reach out to a studio and find one that's not booked to the eyeballs. You gotta find one that's not gonna kill your pockets. I'm gonna let him finish though.
It's 4 a.m., for example. I was laying in bed reading, and certain shit I read got me crazy inspired, hopped out of bed. Now I'm in the studio making something, and just reminds me once again that, like, artists and creatives, whatever your field is, you need to be able to have instant access to your canvas, whether that's actually a canvas or it's a studio or whatever. But man, save up and get yourself a janky setup, but just so you can get the ideas out.
Preach. Cause you know what? Like, imagine this, right? Imagine every time you want to do your craft, you gotta pay for it. Like, I make beats, right? Like what he's saying, if I'm sitting around at home and I get inspired by something, I can come around and boom, 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 and put it together, right? And nowadays, you got like BandLab on the phone. Like, it's literally no excuse. But nothing beats having an actual studio setup. Like I said, like he said, you don't need much shit. Like, you see his studio. His studio is very, very extravagant. Like, it's very nice. Let's go
Show
back
me
and look
something
at
that
that.
you
Look at that mug. That mug is like, look at that. That's expensive equipment. But off the cheap shit, or the less luxurious setup, he was able to get to this level. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is him in the studio, vibing. They got music playing, so I ain't want to play it. But like, imagine that you got your own studio. he vibing. I wanted to show you that because I hear people all the time saying, "Man, I ain't got a studio. I ain't got the right setup. It don't sound good. It don't sound professional." It ain't about that. You got to get the content out. You gotta start somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere. You don't want to start at the top with high quality equipment and shit, and nobody fuck with your shit. You just spent all this money. That'll make you quit making music. I done had people do that all the time. Come in, spending $1,500 over a course of a few weeks with me, and then they quit coming to the studio. And then most of the time they come to the studio and they can't even lay nothing down, but they just spent the money. So the moral of the story is, like Russ said, man, put your own studio together and just get right to it. There's so many tools nowadays. Like I said, you ain't gotta worry about mixing. You can you could buy templates that you can put on your vocals. I just wanted y'all to see that. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Let me know what else you want to see, and remember, all this shit is simple. You and I are the problem. But kill you out. Peace.